Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Movie Reviews. This is going to be a great film to review. Rush Hour from 1998. I was meaning to do this film for a while, but never got around to it. So let's go into it. Rush Hour, starring Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker, the famous double act who spawned two sequels, and now a famous TV show has come out. And there's hoping for a fourth movie to come out, which I'm hoping to see if it'll be interesting. Anyway, Rush Hour, a it is a buddy. It's a buddy comedy, same like with 48 Hours, and also Don't My Mum Will Shoot, and so on and so on. Yeah, I do think this film is funny. It's hilarious because you got Jackie Chan, a very humorous guy as well, action star, very good. Obviously had some success with. Well, actually, let's retell back. So Jackie Chan was like a major film star before then, like in the 70s. He was in Hong Kong, like in Hong Kong, China, and part of Asia. Like he was very successful there. Obviously, in the US, this all failed to market him properly, and he didn't get quite success. He only appeared in maybe a few films like the Cannonball Run films in 1981 and 1984, which it's all like cameos that he's done, but never really held the mark. And obviously, it wasn't until the 90s that his popularity in around, like, for an English speaking audience started to soar. Like, to bring up, like, you've got Rumble in the Bronx from 1995, which actually done extremely well, to hear his own voice as well. Whereas their attempts to overdub previous ones, like Operation Condor, what was the other one? There was Operation Condor. There was Drunken Master. I think Drunken Master was another one. Drunken Master was another one. City Hunter. That was it. Yeah, City Hunter was another one. That, because some people written always had actually got a few of these films actually so got used to the American voice. They think, oh, that's what it sounds like. But actually, when you listen to Rumble in the Bronx, First Strike and First Strike actually, because and Mr. Nice Guy as well, they sort of he used his own English voice, his pure English voice, if you know what I mean. And obviously, at this moment, because he had agreement with New Line Cinema, they did this other thing this sort of became a trend. This did. After Rush Hour, this became a trend, obviously. But let me speak in terms. So when Rush Hour came out, he was paired with Chris Tucker, a sort of famous. He was famous before because he appeared on Friday with Ice Cube in 1995, and obviously this helped give him a bit more success. But he also starred in Dead Presidents and I think some other films. I can't remember where else Chris Tucker went because he's been off the radar a little bit quite recently because I don't know, he's been raising family, he's been doing other stuff, and obviously he and Jackie Tucker friends, obviously. So what I meant by the sort of trend that was going on with Rush Hour, he was paired with an American actor, obviously Chris Tucker, and then after this came out, he's been coupled with many other ones, like because you've got the Shanghai films with Owen Wilson, Shanghai Noon and Nights. You've got the Medallion, which has Lee Evans in. You've got the remake of the Karate Kid with Jaden Smith in. You've got Accidental Spy. You've got the Tuxedo. You've got what else came out? You've got the Forbidden Kingdom with Jet Li, which is a different film altogether. Was an English-speaking film. You've got Skip Trace, which is a new one that has Johnny Knoxville in. That was another one. Yeah. So once Rush Hour came out, Hollywood has been included Jackie Chan with another actor, like sort of an equal, if you know what I mean. Also pairing with main actors to bring a bit of comedy to it, which sort of works. Which does excel very nicely in this film, along with the sequels as well. So obviously we have Inspector Lee, played by Jackie Chan, who is sent to Los Angeles to rescue was it what was it, the ambassador's daughter that's been kidnapped by a gang of like a crime boss actually, and obviously in doing so, he insists to help with James Carter, played by Chris Tucker, and things go all very awfully wrong, if you know what I mean, and chaos ensues. So what do I do like about, and what's good about this film is that the chemistry between Chan and Tucker is very funny. You've got some, the music's all right in this film. It is quite all right. You know, it's normal, but it has a bit of flair to it. And obviously the choreograph done with Jackie Chan, of course, and also at the end of the films there's outtakes. You know, the bloopers at the end, in which Jackie does perform his own stunts. He does injure himself for real. He does. He's an expert at this, and I'm surprised he's still going on. I'm surprised he has no. He's sort of escaped from death, if you know what I mean. I know actors have done that before, and where you see it from the bloopers they did is he does it for real. He and his team do it for real, and he has broken a few limbs before, like in Rumble in the Bronx. He broke his ankle and had to wear a sock over it while doing it again. And actually, when you see Rumble in the Bronx, you can see his ankle snap once he jumps on the hovercraft. Fair enough. And obviously that was quite a good moment, but people didn't recognise it. It wasn't until people noticed this out and say, "Oh, he just broke his ankle," and that's how people can treat, if you know what I mean. Yeah. So anyway, what do I think of Rush Hour as a whole? Rush Hour is it's it's body comedy. It's funny. It's hilarious. You've got Asian and American actors come together. Also added a bit of hilarity to it. You know, it is hilarious, and then it spawned 2 sequels and a TV show and a promise of upcoming 4th movie whenever that'll come out. The comedy's still there. Jackie Chan is hilarious. You know, he always has a very funny presence, a bit of twinkle in his eye, which is always good. Same with Chris Tucker, who is always very humorous, enjoyable, and you know, is quite hilarious. You know, he still show now and again. You know, they both cheer up the scene, if you know what I mean, which is quite good. So that's my opinion. Anyway, that's my review of Rush Hour, and I will see you for the finale. Oh yes, I'm excited about this finale, and I'm willing to show you what it is. And I'll see you soon.